Everybody doing it? Alright, so my mom said to get some pictures, so I got you, Mom. Alright, so before I begin my speech, I have some sins to repent for. About 2 months ago, I got a parking ticket for parking in a teacher's spot. When I got this, I was a little angry, so I didn't pay for it. And when I went to get my cap and gown, I was surprised that I didn't have to pay for it. But, considering that I'm a morally upstanding citizen, I brought the ticket today with the fine and a little something extra for you, Mr. Salutary. Alright. Good evening, everyone. I want to thank the administration, esteemed faculty, friends, family, and last but not least, the class of 2018. It is truly an honor to be able to speak here before all of you. I wouldn't be here today or the person I am without my supportive family. Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Andrew, you're pretty cool. That's my brother, by the way. My amazing teachers. I have to shout out a couple teachers. Miss Corvino, somewhere over there. Mr. Soja. That was... Yeah, okay. Mr. Gage. Mr. Balanik. Mr. Birdsall, Mr. Spears, Mr. Monty, and of course, the teacher who shall not be named for giving me my first ever B in high school. I'm looking at you. And lastly, my friends. Shout out to my boys Liam and KJ, who've been with me since the beginning, and the ABC program. I'm so glad that I've gotten to know you guys, awesome people at the program, Laura, Andre, Delvante, Josh, Jordan, Teron, and Davin. Looking back on high school, it feels like freshman year was just yesterday. High school was full of so many firsts and so many memories. The first football game, the first pep rally, the first girlfriend, the second girlfriend, the third girlfriend, the figuring out that I was the problem. As a class, we also accomplished so much in our 4 years together. With our talented captains and varsity players, we have accumulated 8 SEC titles, 3 divisional titles, and 4 state championships. Our intelligent and hardworking students have garnered over 1,165 acceptances to many great and prestigious colleges. Our class has started many new clubs in the past 4 years that have flourished and given back to the community, like Habitat for Humanity, Diversity Club, Gaines, and many others. As we all begin our next chapter in life and go our separate ways, we will also be Madisonites at heart, or at least I will be. When I first moved here from Dallas in 7th grade, I was terrified. I didn't know anybody. Girls were scary to talk to. And there were more white people than I've ever seen in my life. But as the years have gone by, I got to know all of you awesome people, and that terror I had felt soon turned to joy as I made some great friends, and some girls even said hi to me in the hallways. It's bittersweet knowing that high school is coming to an end. I'm really gonna miss you guys. Kinda. But what I'm not going to miss is the cruel and unusual punishment of waking up and scrambling to get to school by 7:25. I was good at the beginning of my high school career, waking up, brushing my teeth, and getting to school. But then senior year came around, and I went off the deep end. Senioritis took over, and getting up for school was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It got to the point where my alarm would go off, and I would be too lazy to even hit the snooze button. So I would just lie in my bed in this half awake, half sleep, just hoping it would all be over. But one morning, the alarm went on for so long that my father heard it from his bedroom, which is on a whole nother floor, and it woke him up. Next thing I know, my sheets are halfway across the room. My crusty body is exposed to the cold, harsh air, and my eardrums are bursting from my father's disapproval. Let's just say that wasn't the only time that happened. So thank you, Dad, for getting me to school on time. Now, I'm supposed to stand up here and give life-changing advice or inspiring advice, but just because I'm really good at utilizing spark notes or taking the derivative of an expression doesn't qualify me as being better than any of you, even though I'd love for that to be the case. It's not. But there's a big but. But if there's one thing that I want the class of 2018 to take away from my speech, it's not my dumb jokes or my debilitating senioritis. It's to be unafraid to try new things. Now that's a cliche you've definitely heard before, and many of you are probably getting PTSD from your parents or teachers lecturing you about becoming a better person. But I'm serious. As many of you may or may not know, I am Chinese. And yes, I'm Chinese and Asian. You can be both at the same time. To clarify, some people didn't know that when they first met me. Anyways, rice, noodles, and dumplings are my thing. And I wouldn't want it any other way. But I'm also American. Burgers, fries, and watching football are also my thing. Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl, by the way. My whole life, I've been living between these two often opposing cultures. I'm like Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus. I'm living the best of both worlds. I truly believe that opening your mind to new perspectives, ideas, and experiences make you into a much more interesting and well-rounded person. I only know this because I know my parents. Throughout their lives, my parents immigrated to Japan, learned Japanese, immigrated to the US, learned English, moved from California to Texas, and finally Connecticut. My parents are the most interesting people I know. They have so many cool stories to share, and I'm so proud to call them Mom and Dad. So, I urge all of you to keep an open mind to new food. I urge all of you to keep an open mind. Hold up, lost my place. Keep an open mind to new food, cultures, ideas, and people. As that piece of sushi might be the best food you've ever tasted. Or that plane ride will take you on the most incredible trip of your life. Or that Asian guy in your class might actually be pretty cool. Okay, I'm done lecturing now, so all of you can unroll your eyes. Nah, I'm just playing, I'm not done. To paraphrase the great street philosopher and urban poet Kanye West, on this day, we become legendary, beginning the journey to accomplish everything we dreamed of. Don't ever let anyone limit you, especially yourself. Chase after your passions and what makes you happy. Look how far we done came. Haters saying you changed. But did you realize that you were a champion? Be proud of your own accomplishments. Don't let anyone tell you that you aren't a champion. I would also like to conclude my speech with a quote from Kanye West. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. Be your own superhero. Let the haters be your motivators. And show the world how great you are, Danny Han. Thank you.